Hi, I'm Chef Jimmy, and this is Cooking with a Cause. This dish is bacon baskets with scrambled eggs. You need a couple things to pull this one off. First of all, the basket is made over the back of a standard muffin tin. Doesn't matter the size, it's going to be the same basic technique. The trick is that we want to put a layer of foil. If you can do it in one piece, that'd be great, but it doesn't have to be. The main idea is that as the bacon cooks and shrinks and lets off steam, it's going to grab onto the sides of this foil. If you didn't have this, the coated surface of the back of these muffin tins is going to cause the bacon to rise up and lose its form. We really love this one because Aiden is a big fan of bacon. The crispier the food for Aiden, the better. Where we could get him to just eat strips of bacon, no problem, but we're trying to work on having the dish all inclusive. So we can present this basket form. Doesn't necessarily have to be filled with eggs. You could do some potatoes, some vegetables, just cheese, some of the sweet potato puree, even some quinoa. The idea is that your child is going to be given the opportunity to eat something crispy, which hopefully will get them to eat what's inside the basket. So obviously the eggs are offering a soft, warm consistency, and the bacon is giving you that crispiness. So we got the foil on the back of the muffin tin. We're going to take our bacon piece by piece. I've used this size tin before, so I know it's about 3/4 of a piece of bacon. And we're going to lay that right across the back of the muffin tin. We can work these scraps in, but make sure you work them in as you're building the basket, because if we put these on the outside layer, they're just going to pucker up and you're going to lose them. So we'll work those in there. We'll cut another 3/4 piece, lay that across, and actually maybe I'll stick this other half right under here. Okay. And then we'll take this final piece, and we could wrap it around and cinch that up with a toothpick, because this is going to pop. This seam's going to pop. But if you have the time, it's definitely worth your while to weave this in. Just a simple little basket weave. And the weight of this other slice of bacon is going to help hold that other piece down. So we're just lifting, going right around. And that's it. So this is going to shrink, it's going to crisp up, and you would do this. I wouldn't do six baskets on this, it's a little tight, but I would do every other one. So you could easily fit 3 baskets here. So I got the oven going at 350. You would treat this just like any normal layout bacon. Bacon's about 15 to 17 minutes depending on your oven at 350. So treat this in the same way. Now one little trick you want to do is take a sheet pan, and you can either set that muffin tin right on top of the sheet pan or put it on the rack below it. The bacon's going to let off a lot of fat. That extra pan in there is going to catch that fat. That'll cause a serious flare up in the bottom of your oven. You'll get flames, it'll get smoky, and you'll have to clean your oven. So here we go. We got our pan going. A little bit of oil. 2 eggs. For that size basket, 2 eggs fills that up nicely. All right, so scrambling eggs. Seems pretty straightforward, a couple little tricks. When you're blending the eggs here, you want to incorporate air. You want your eggs to be fluffy. Or maybe you don't. If you don't want them to be fluffy, you could just lay out the eggs in the pan as if you were making a pan omelet, let them set up, and then break them up into strips or whatever might be more conducive to your child. So that's going in. Right away you want to hear a sizzle, and right away you want to start agitating the pan. You want to create little pockets of air, and that's how you're going to get the fluffiness. It goes really quick. I usually serve this dish with a little cheese for Aiden. So again, instead of laying the cheese right on top of the cooked eggs, I'll take a little handful of this non-dairy cheese and fold it right in. So it's going to get masked in the presentation of the dish. Also, Your cheese does not have to be melted all the way. The heat of the eggs is going to continue the melting process. So this is what your bacon basket's going to look like. I have one already done. We're going to take our eggs and drop them right into the basket. I have some potatoes that I cooked earlier on our flat top griddle. Whenever you're using the flat top griddle, making pancakes or burgers, cooking bacon, try to take advantage of that heat and get some more uses out of it, some potatoes. And then whenever I can sneak in a little fruit for Aiden, I do. So just take an apple, run your knife through it, fan it out a little bit, make it interesting for these guys to see, tuck it in there, and that's the dish. So this is bacon baskets with scrambled eggs, home fries, and fresh apple. I'm Chef Jimmy, and this is Cooking with a Cause.